Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with jetting back to 1990. The Winnipeg Jets 1990-91 season continued, trade deadline and beyond. Jeff, we are sitting in a pretty interesting position. After a tough first year, we are 7 games over 500 and currently sitting in third in the conference, second in our division, only behind the Kings, but we've played 4 more games than them and they're up by 3 points, which isn't actually that bad.
Considering where the Kings or where the Jets actually were at this point in real life, it was starting to head downhill. We're in pretty good shape right now.
Yeah, so our team, if you haven't been tuning in, we have accentuated with a couple of trades and some free agent signings and some drafting. So most notably, as you can see, our goaltending duo is now Grant Fuhr and Dominic Hasek. We traded for Fuhr and brought Hasek in as a free agent. We signed a few Russians, including Gusarov, Kamensky, and I think there's somebody else in the minors right now who I can't think of. We brought in a few free agents like
Dan Novs in the minors.
Yes, okay. Dan Hodson, and we brought one of the Statsny brothers, traded for the other one. We signed Guy Lafleur, who's been ripping it up on the power play for us. So much so we signed him to a new 3-year deal. I hope he'd stick around. I mean, he's put up 60 points in 50 games for us.
Hey, 39 is still productive.
Yeah, and
although he did have a pretty good 90. Well, he only played about half a season in 90-91 in real life, and then the year after was his final year and kind of went downhill at that point. But maybe if we're lucky, it'll last a little longer.
Yes, and hello, Rit Flyers. And we brought over Timo Solani a couple of years early. So he's got 40 points in 60 games, which is about as good as we could have hoped. We are currently streaming as well on our twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP developments, watching both of them. If you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to type out. I should mention as well, before we get going too much, Jeff and I are playing tonight on a new build of the game. So if something happens that's unexpected, that's why.
Added a few new things, so you may see some new stuff tonight. But so far, the testing, we did find one little bug in testing. That's a bit of a problem right now, but I don't think we'll run into that tonight.
No.
Something that won't happen until the end of the season.
So we're looking at our stats, and you can see we have a couple guys over point per game. Some guys who are, producing over. If we have scoring up and down our lineup, that's the big thing to take away. We are dealing with some injuries as well on our defensive side. So we brought up, for instance, Sergei Zubov, who was our first-round pick this year, I believe, in the 90 draft. And so we're left with trying to figure out exactly where we want to go next. We're, as Jeff and I were talking about just before we started streaming, about 3 weeks away from the trade deadline. So I'm just going to look at transactions here to see if there's anybody on the trade block of interest.
Probably a little too soon for good guys to start showing up on it.
Yeah, we added
Flatley and Grant Ledyard, basically the top two.
Yeah, we added Guy Hebert through the waiver draft, which gave us a little bit of.
By the way, you should re-sign him. His contract's expiring.
Guy Hebert. Yeah. We brought him over in the waiver draft. He is going to be. We probably won't have him next year because we'll probably lose him in the waiver draft again. But
expansion draft coming up too.
Expansion draft, which he was taken in, I believe, right? If memory serves.
Yeah, wound up in Anaheim. Well, not this expansion draft. It was the 93. Yeah, 93 one.
I thought he got taken in back-to-back ones. Am I wrong on that?
I don't think so.
Well, no, I guess he couldn't have been because the expansion drafts were done. Okay, so we're just going to sim through some games here. We got a game versus Detroit. They're still looking pretty. They're starting to turn a corner, Detroit, at this point. We're just going to sim through some of these. And yeah, so 4-2 win over Tim Cheveldae, who was a Winnipeg Jet in real life. And yeah, we outshot them 43-24, we didn't outhit them 15-10. That's pretty low hitting. But yeah,
They
Joe
come back
Murphy,
in the third period.
yeah, down 2-0 and then scored 4 straight goals. Nicely done. First 2 were short-handed. Wow. Sweet. P-Wog says, evening to the cold, go Wings. Yes, it's been quite cold here. Randy Carlisle's not having a good time. 46 overall game rating. 41 defensive game rating. That's not good.
He's been scoring a little more this year, and his plus minus is way up. So it's actually been. When did he start? Yeah, I think this is near the end for him. 92-93 was his last season.
Yeah. Okay. So we have March Mint, who's ready to. Oh, he's got to stay on the injured list for a little bit longer. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Which means we'll probably send Sergei Zubov down. He'll stay as a number 7 defenseman for now. All right. Just continuing on here. Game versus New Jersey here. Throw Hasek in net for this one. Ooh. Oh, we actually won that one. Oh, last time we played them, we lost 10-0 or 10-1. And
that's right. Yeah.
Won this one 3-2. So I guess that tells you how good we've kind of turned it around here. Howardchuk coming through with his 33rd of the year on the power play. Then Kaminsky. Howardchuk again on the power play.
Still pushing the Kings for the divisional lead, but they've got a few games at hand, I think.
I don't know if we'll be able to take them over, but Bob Fraze is on.
Lots of time left.
I don't think we need him, though.
Nope.
We hurt Kirk Muller for 3 weeks. Had a concussion. All right. Just going to take a quick look again here. So our upcoming free agents, we only have Brent Ashton, who we're probably going to let go because he's had a terrible year. He's been hurt.
Broken jaw, he's 30, and he had a little hockey left in him from this point, but I know he got a lot of depth right now. I don't necessarily need to bring him back.
We'll put him on the trade block now that I expect anything to get offered for him since he's hurt, but you never know.
I think he'll be, how much longer has he got?
1 to 2 months.
1 to 2 months, yeah.
And a game versus Quebec here. Le Nordiques. And 3-2 loss versus Quebec. Darn. Remo Helmanen scores. Guy Lafleur scores. 23rd of the year. But we just kind of can't get it together.
It's sad. Quebec's the second worst team in the league right now.
They beat us most of the year. It's been weird.
I won't mention who the worst team is.
All right, so we have Marchment back, so that means we're going to send Zubov down. Marchment has 14 points in 48 games. Gusarov has 22 and 62, so we don't really need to take him out. I think we're kind of good leaving him as our 7th defenseman for right now. And another goalie on waivers, Mario Goslin. How do I say that?
Yep.
All right.
Speaking of the update, we've made a few changes to the way waivers are working, so the AI teams aren't trying to grab a bunch of players on the same day anymore and winding up with more guys picked up on waivers than they can handle at once.
Oh, we just put a beat down on the Canucks again, just for Jeff. 6-3 with our backup in net.
Not much of an accomplishment.
Wow, they scored the first 2 goals, but then we scored 2 right back. Solani's putting up some points. Howardchuk scores unassisted in the 3rd on a power play. Wait, did I say Solani? No, Howardchuk. Oh, no. Solani got injured. What happened? Shoulder soreness 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, that's not the end of the world.
May want to bring somebody up since you've only got Hodgson. He's a center. Don't have a lot of options.
We could bring Stu Barnes up, but that's about it.
He's a center too.
I know. I'm just telling you what the offers
Mm.
are. We'll leave Hodson in net. Or in net. We'll leave Hodson just take over the spot. Let him grow. P-Wug has a question for you in the chat, Jeff. Now that most of the Olympic rosters have been announced, how do you feel?
Yeah. Anybody can even bother watching it now that the NHLers aren't there? It'll be interesting to see how Owen Power does, but and I also want to see the what's the American goalie's name? The guy who's having the huge college season. Can't remember it offhand.
We beat the Kings.
Ah, nice.
Dan Hodson scores the first goal. Guy Lafleur scores. Quite a few fights in the first period. Wow. Gusterov, Mark, Cunnyworth, Muni, Carlisle, McSorley, Cunnyworth, Mark. Oh. And oh no, we got 2 more injuries. That's not. Oh, 3 injuries. What? Mo Manthas hurt. Cunnyworth's hurt day to day. Thomas Dean has a foot contusion. He's gone 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, Stu Barnes is coming up.
Solani's healthy again. Oh no, he isn't. He's at 100, but he's not.
Yeah. Okay, so Barnes comes up and he will just replace Thomas Dean. So I'm going to put Steen on the injured list because we're still going to need a spot. Momanthus coming out and Marchment's going in. And that still leaves us a forward down, so we need to call somebody else up. So are we calling up Zdeno Cigar?
Tiger, yeah.
How do you say his name?
Zeiger.
Zeiger. I can't do that with a C. It always confuses me. Oh, man.
Speaking of the Olympic teams, there was one kind of surprising one is the Chinese team has Chris Chelios' son on it.
Really? I missed that.
Yeah. Not quite sure how that works. He's played there for 3 years, but wasn't sure that was. I guess that's enough to qualify.
I forgot, was the Chinese team, did a former Winnipeg Jets draft pick make that team?
Looking at it. Hang on.
I can't think of the guy's name, but he's been playing for their KHL team.
Was Ryan Sproul one of your guys?
Nope. He was a defenseman. Played in the WHL.
Schultz, Jason Fram. No, Schultz wasn't drafted.
Nope, I can't think of his name at the moment. He was the first Chinese player to be drafted.
What the when the Islanders took?
Nope, he was Winnipeg. Guy I'm thinking of. I want to say his name.
Winnipeg.
He was a 7th round draft pick. I know that much. Now I'm trying to think of his name. Trade deadline is nearing March 1st.
Oh, Zach Yuen.
That's it. Okay, I was
4th rounder actually, but yeah.
He was a 4th rounder? I was thinking he was better than that.
I mean, that makes a little sense. He's ethnically Chinese, and he's been there for 5 or 6 years, quite a while.
So he has not been. Is that what you're saying? Or he didn't make the team?
No, he is on the team.
Okay, he is. All right.
Yeah, but he's been playing there since like 2016.
Yeah, they never signed him because his stats went into the tank. It's hockey in the midnight hours. Okay. I got to go back here. And we got to look at tactics for the guys we called up. Counter-attacking forward sound good for Zagar?
Hang on. That's probably right.
Hodson is...
Yeah.
I guess that is his best. Okay.
Yep.
We're not going to mess with the lines because if we lose this game, it's not the end of the world. Still not a lot of names popping on the trade block. Everybody on top is our guys, so that's not exactly what you want to see. So yes, Howardchuk's playing with 2 rookies. I'm sure he's thrilled about that. We'll move Ogre up for this game. And just see what happens. And what? We beat the Kings 8-3.
It's Peter Stastny, 4 points.
Oh man, the rookies came through.
No, it's more like the old guys.
Yeah.
Anton had a couple of points. So Seiger gets a goal.
That's what I mean. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Guy Lafleur coming through. All right.
Does that put you ahead of them?
No, I don't think so. No, we're actually behind. Yeah, we're still 3 points back, and they got 3 games in hand. Mo Mantha's ahead of schedule. And wow, we actually broke Gretzky's point streak and assist streak. Because we held him out for that game. So it's a big win for us. Shut down Gretzky and suddenly, all right. Okay, so we're creeping here towards the trade deadline. I think at this point, do we want to see if we can try and find like a little more forward help? Like, and again, we're still winning here. Flatley scores, Hodson, Howardchuk, Guy Lafleur. Stu Barnes gets his first one.
I get it right up to the trading deadline and have a look at who's on the
oh man,
trading block.
Really?
What?
Ogre got hurt.
Ogrodnik,
whatever. 5 days with facial cut. But he can't play. Mo Mantha can at least. Oh, man. That's one more day to see if we get anybody back to play.
And then you go to LA again.
Mo Mantha's ready to come back. But we'll leave him out. So now we're left with... what are we going to do here?
He calls another forward up.
Yeah, I know. So it looks like Zamnov's coming up.
This first NHL game for him.
So Grodnik comes out and we're replacing him with Zamnov. But I think this means I need to put Solani on the injured list to create the room.
Isn't Grodnik out longer?
No, he's 5 days. Solani's already been out for a bunch, so he'll get back.
Oh, yeah, it'll be retroactive, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we got to put Solani now on the injured list to hold that spot. Otherwise, we'd have to send Marchment down. All right, we're just going to... Of course, Zamnov does not have a number. He wants a number. What number does he want? He wants 10. That's worn by Howardchuk, so that's not happening. He can have 11. All right. All right, too late. What happens? We lose 6-1 versus LA. I forgot, and I'm just going to go change that right now before I forget again. I never checked the tactics on Zamnov, so I'm sure he was playing screener, which actually isn't a terrible fit for him, but let's put him at playmaker, I think. He was always a pretty good setup guy. And we are at the trade deadline. We have a few trade offers here, 2 from Quebec. Taking a quick look here at our development report.
Good.
Solani keeps jumping up, which is good. Hasek moves up a little more. Hasek's up to 4 stars. Was he at 4 stars? I think he was only at 3.5.
He was... No, he was at 4 stars at the start of this.
Okay. Your take on the Red Wings hiring Nick Lindstrom as a VP of Hockey Ops from P1.
Good PR.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's maybe a little odd he's staying in Sweden. Okay.
So what are these offers?
A Russian defenseman who's 2-star potential for Guy Hebert. We're going to reject that.
Yeah.
And 33-year-old Mario
Marois
for Brent
32-year-old. One former Canuck for another.
Reject that as well. So that's disappointing.
But who's on trading block now?
Lindy Ruff, since you like bringing on all these coaches.
Is this trade deadline day?
Yes, it's March 1st.
Well, it's kind of a disappointingly short trading block list.
Well, the good news is Brent Ashton's coming back in a couple of weeks, so he might be worth something to us as kind of our own trade.
But yeah, there's not a lot else out there.
Not at all. Who's a bad team this year? Toronto.
Vancouver, Quebec.
Rangers.
Rangers, yeah, Rangers aren't doing well.
Rangers in New Jersey are not doing well. New Jersey has a couple of interesting names.
Yeah.
So does New Jersey, can we pry somebody off the Devils? Try and get Brendan Shanahan?
Worth a shot.
They have a weakness at center. So what are we willing to give up at center?
Before they screw up and lose them to St. Louis in the offseason? Because this is the year that happened. Helmanen?
Yeah, I just wondered if we'd isolate Solani by doing that. So who do we have for rights? Anyone of interest? Not really. We got a lot of guys here who aren't worth a lot. Well, what if we throw in Hebert? Okay, maybe I'm wrong that I don't want to accept that offer. What is it? Offer's too weak. All right. So what else can we... Add Ken Germander. Okay, so I think we're getting closer here. We don't have a 4th round pick this year. What about a 4th round pick next year?
Are that 3rd from the Nordiques?
Okay, so that's not bad. We don't have so we'll only have first 2, and then we won't have anything if we give up that 3rd rounder. What if I give out a 5th and the 4th from next year? Nope, still not enough. Okay. All right, we will try next year's 3rd rounder. Still not enough. And a 5th. Two 3rd rounders won't do it. Are we willing to give up a 2nd rounder?
I Ivy in 92. So I would think you won't be drafting that high by that point. Still no. Oh, you didn't. You took out both of the third rounders? I put that Quebec one back in? Or your own?
I was trying to see if I get it done for less. If I trade them a second and a fourth. Still not enough. Yeah, okay, so third. Okay, they will do that. So we trade Ramo Helminen, Guy Bear, the rights to Ken Germander, a second round pick next year, and a third round pick this year.
Yeah, go for it.
For Shanahan?
Yep.
Finalized trade. Whew. So we're going to be the Jets and Wings now, mixing in. P-Wog's super happy. I can feel it. I can feel the vibes coming from the chat. Devils would as difficult negotiations. All right. Well, we've added Brendan Shanahan to the mix.
What's his contract situation?
Signed for 2 more years. I think it was at 230 or 320.
320.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
All right. Yeah. So that gives us a little bit of flexibility.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can go to the playoffs with this.
Top flat. I'm just going to try and see if we can shop one of these guys I had on the trade block. See if we could get, okay, a 6th round draft pick from Montreal for Pat Flatley.
No, that's not good. You want to keep him for the playoffs?
Depends if we got a higher pick than the 6th. Vancouver offers us a 7th rounder.
Yeah, you're not going to get that much.
All right, fine. Then I'll try and fleece Vancouver then. That's what you want me to do. Okay. So we have a first, so we're looking for like a 3rd or 4th round pick for. Vancouver Canucks already have players under contract. Give me somebody who they don't want then. Dan Staley.
Daryl Stanley.
Oh, my mic was blocking it. I didn't see what it said.
He's from Manitoba.
All right, see, bringing the boy home. All right, who's somebody else we don't need anymore? Greg Adams. Let's give him rights to a bunch of guys. Russ Romanek. Tim Waters. All right, and we'll try throwing in a late round pick. Oh, they wouldn't take an 11th round pick. 9th round pick. Come on. Okay, a 6th round pick. Do they really want Daryl Stanley that badly?
Don't want what you're offering.
All right, we'll just
lower the picks on their side to take away that 4th rounder and
try
make it like a 7th or something.
I'm going to try taking just the 4th rounder instead of the 3rd rounder. Still increase it a little bit. Really?
I mean, 3 of those are completely useless to them.
Oh, I took away Tim Waters, and now it's like, okay. We'll do it. As soon as I take Tim Waters away. Okay, hold on. I got to see if I can sweeten that and get that 3rd round pick back. No. Okay, so we'll get a 4th round pick for trading away Brent Ashton, who we aren't going to sign anyways. And the rights to 2 guys for a 4th round pick. Sound good?
Yep.
Oh, boy, there are some spicy takes in the chat today. But Cushion says, impossible challenge, rebuilding the Flyers into a playoff team. All right, so we've traded away Brett Ashton, who's been hurt and only had 19 points in 45 games for a 4th round pick. So that gives us a little bit more, just another piece back after we traded a couple guys away. So we have officially brought in Brendan Shanahan, which is nice. So we can take out then. Boy, our first line could be Brendan Shanahan, Dale Hawerchuk, and Timo Solani. That's pretty enticing there, Jeff. Samnov. Replace with Shanahan. Samnov, we're going to send him down. Put Stanley on waivers because he doesn't need to be there either. Or Staley. Cunnyworth is back, getting a little bit more healthy. Are we missing somebody? Or did we not dress someone?
7, 10, 11, you're one forward short.
Yeah, who did we get rid of?
You sent Chabnov down?
Yeah, I know, but I put Shanahan in. So who did I accidentally trade it?
Helminen.
Helminen. Okay, that's fine. Monthly budget. All right.
And you'll notice that that's appearing again. Now you fixed that bug where it was disappearing in historical games after a few months.
Okay, we're going to up our scouting. And we're going to up our team morale up to 9. Plus 9. How does that sound? Let's get that team morale nice and high. Board confidence update. Barry Shankrow thinks this has been a great success and we're in outstanding shape. Your record is 8-4-1. He is satisfied with our work. Cunnyworth can play if we need him. Shanahan wants 14, which is assigned by Stu Barnes. Sorry, hold on a second, please. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, do we want to give take away Stu Barnes' 14? I kind of feel like we probably should.
If Shanahan wants it. Barnes is young, you can get a different number.
He's very unhappy that we took away his number. We're going to give Barnes 55. All right, game versus LA. Okay, so Cunnyworth can play. We need to redo our lines here then. Let's move Shanahan into the number 1 left wing spot. And we'll let everything else kind of just go as it may. All right, we'll play this game versus LA here. And oh man, Grant Fuhr got cold. What? But he picks up a 5-3 win. All right. I like it. Hawerchuk goes 2 goals, 1 assist. Kamensky scores. Hawerchuk assists. Guy Lafleur 42nd assist. Guy Lafleur scores. Hawerchuk scores 39th, assisted by Lafleur 43. Hawerchuk scores his 40th as an empty net goal. And Shanahan picks up his first point as a Winnipeg Jet. How did Shanahan do in his first game? 72 game rating, 59 offense, 88 defense. Oh man, Shanahan might be the guy we were looking for to turn this around.
Well, it didn't really need to turn it around. We're going pretty good, but
But if we can consistently beat LA, that would be huge.
yep.
Ogrodnik is ready to come back.
It's just Cunnyworth.
Kennyworth was in the last game. Solani is ready for team practice. Okay. And Solani is ahead of schedule. Nice. Okay, so Ogrodnik's coming in for Cigar.
Is Elliott showing a return time yet, or is that still indefinite?
I will check here once I find Ogrodnik. Okay, there we go. We still don't have an extra guy, so I better not send him down. I'll take Flatley off the trade block right now. We don't need him on there. Oops. Injured list is what I was looking for. 3 to 4 months still.
Okay, so
yeah,
you got a timeline, but you're probably not getting him back. No, that's not going to be back in time for the playoffs.
Nope. We got Solani and Steen are now day-to-day, so that's good. Game versus Edmonton, we're going to leave it in for Fuhrer. Sim it out, and 7-6 loss to Edmonton. Jimmy Carson has 4 goals. Ouch. Rough game. Stu Barnes gets another one. Stu Barnes is probably playing a little bit over his head as our second line center, but we don't really have anybody else to fill that till. Thomas Steen gets back. Okay, Solani is ready to go. Game versus Washington, we're going to sim this out as well. And we lose 3-2. Darn. Howard scores his 42nd of the year. Okay, Solani is ready to come back. Love it. Thomas Steen is day-to-day. Thomas Steen is not far from returning. Okay, so Solani is back, which means we're taking... I guess we're taking Stu Barnes out?
Yeah, I think so.
Because Hodson's got more points than him, so... Solani comes in, Barnes is out. Okay, we're going to move Solani onto the first line and lock that. So our first line is Shanahan, Howard, Solani. Oops, I did not mean to lock that. Let's try that again. Ogrodnik, Stastny, Elnuck, Kennyworth, Hodson, Lafleur, Kaminsky, Stastny, Flatley as our fourth line. That's actually a pretty solid lineup, if I have to say so. Jeff, thoughts?
Yeah, looking good, I think. As long as we can stay healthy. You're a little thin once you get 1 or 2 injuries.
Well, we're currently waiting for one more guy to come back, and that'll change our center position. Oh, boy. We got absolutely smoked by New Jersey again. 8-2 loss.
Hellman had at least 1 assist. 2 assists.
Okay, Steen's back, which gives us our full complement of forwards. So we're sending Zigar back down. All right, so we're taking out... So Hodson comes out and Steen comes in then. And so that puts Stastny down. Yeah, I like that. All right. Game versus Calgary here. Grant Fuhrer Revenge Tour. 5-4 victory. All right, there we go. Randy Carlyle gets 2 goals. Guy Lafleur trying to get 30 goals on the year. He's just about there. And, we hurt Joe Mullen for 2 months. Broke his hand.
Yeah, may help in the playoffs, because decent chance we get Calgary in the first round.
Yeah, boy, we cannot touch LA. 71 games, they have 91 points. We're 73 games and they have 83.
Wow, they really turned it on.
Yeah. We're trying. I mean, we're putting up a pretty good fight. We just can't turn that corner. Hasek versus the Sabres. And 5-2 victory over Buffalo. Beating Bob Essens, a former Winnipeg Jet in real life. I think he's a goaltending coach for Boston, I think, right? Right now in real life.
I can't remember.
Believe so. All right. Not seeing... there's Shanahan's got 3 assists since he's joined us, but I don't think he's got a goal yet. It's going to take him some time to find some chemistry, but I think those are the guys we want him with. And give Fuhr this game versus Edmonton. 6-4 win over Edmonton. That's better. Solani, 1 goal, 2 assists. Solani pots his 23rd of the season. Brendan Shanahan, there we go. Power play goal all by himself. 18th of the year. Turning it on. And Peter Stastny gets injured. Sprained his UCL in 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, at least you got lots of centers to fill in.
Yeah, so we'll just put Hodson right in. We'll put Stastny to the injured list. And yeah, out 3 weeks, blah, 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 blah. Maple Leafs considering firing their coach. Doug Carpenter. All right, game versus Calgary. Put Hasek in for this one. Both of our goalies are cold. Come on, guys. And we beat Calgary 7-2. Howard Chuck with a hat trick. Oh, yeah. Shanahan, goal and 2 assists. That's better. Howard Chuck with the natural hat trick in the second period. 3 straight goals.
9 minutes.
Even strength. Power play. All right. And there we go. Guy Lafleur, 30th goal of the season. What a pickup he has been for us. And we just lost Teppo Numminen for 5 days. So we have Mo Mantha ready to step right in. Because I forgot to put him back in, but that's fine. Marchment's playing just as well, so we won't touch that too much. Game versus the Canucks. This would be a great game to start getting hot. And we lose 7-6 to the Canucks.
Ouch. Garth Butcher with a hat trick. That's pretty scary.
Boy, we were down 7-4. We got it close, but... Memorable night for Garth Butcher, yes. I felt bad for the fans behind the net. I thought they might start complaining about the flashing lights. Boy, just rubbing it in. Give Hasek this game versus Edmonton because both of our goalies are not at 100% because they played so much, and it's a 5-5 tie. Down 3-1.
You're still holding on to second pretty solidly, aren't you?
Yep. But our goalies need to get warm. One of them does. Teppo Numminen is ahead of schedule. Good. We only got 2 games left here in the season.
Fortunately, one of them's against Vancouver.
Yeah, well, we lost to them, so... okay, there we go. Teppo Nunnen's ready to come back, so he's going to jump right back in for Mo Mantha. Do we want to put Mo Mantha in? 22 points. I mean, I guess we'd take Marchment out, and hopefully that slows down some of our penalty issues. All right, we'll do that.
We'll try it, yeah.
All right, game versus Vancouver here. Just because, let's play this game out. Just check here. We have options on all goals. And Howard Chuck cruising in past everybody else. Passes it to Shanahan. And Howard Chuck.
Sorry to mention again that you're using the mascots mod. They don't look like this by default.
That's awesome.
Sure it is.
Oh, man. Scored from, like, just about the goal line.
Now, bottom of the face-off circle? Not even?
Tight shot. Who's in net for Vancouver? Brizo? Oh, another one.
Peter Brizo?
Anton Stasny with his 7th of the year. Nice. Oh no, Trevor Linden's in on a breakaway. Nope, but he's stopped. But we don't control. Point shot goes in. Barry Peterson, I think? No, Dan Jensen got the tip. All right.
No shutout.
Dale Howardchuk doesn't understand his role. That's not good. What are you doing, Howardchuk? Oh, man. Pavel Bure from almost behind the net sneaks one by fear.
Yeah, he's there a year early. And blow a 3-0 lead.
We're not changing any of our tactics. Although by the looks of this, maybe we should have. Oh, boys, what are you doing? Tie game. Oh, here we go. Howardchuk and Lafleur. Lafleur's just toying with him. Howardchuk to the net. Solani, and that's a goal. Dale Howardchuk.
Howardchuk, yep.
And it's a 4-3 victory. And we just lost Johnny Ogrodnik for 13 days.
Not what you wanted going into the playoffs.
All right, so I guess that means Stu Barnes is coming back in on the wing. All right. Nobody of note in the scouting report. All right, game versus Edmonton here. Get hot, Fear. Please get hot. 6-1 victory over Edmonton. Fantastic. We finished the year then. Howardchuk hits his 50th goal of the year and 51st. Solani gets his 26th, 27th, 28th hat trick for him. And Shanahan gets to his 20th. Nice. All right, just taking a quick look here because that was our final game. So let's look at our stats here. Stats summary. Howardchuk ends the year with 104 points in 78 games.
Lafleur with 80.
80 points in 70 games. Shanahan, after joining us, 66 points in 76 games. Ogrodnik, 63 in 77.
Not getting off year. He was much better the year before.
Yeah. Solani had 54 points in 73 games. Not a bad rookie campaign.
A little low for Steen, I think.
He was also hurt a lot. 34 points, a little bit, but I mean, he only played a few more seasons. Well, I guess he still had a few more here, but not a ton. Howard Chuck finishes in the top for stats.
So we got the first round Flames, looks like.
We don't want to talk about the defending Stanley Cup champions. All right.
Who died defending Stanley Cup champions?
A lot of guys going up and a lot of guys going down. Oh, man.
Although the guys, oh no, Howard Chuck went down. That's a little worrying.
Monthly budget. All right, we're going to crank it up to 12 for player happiness. Because why not? Let's get player happiness as high as it can be going to the playoffs. Board confidence update. He's happy because we made the playoffs. Our job security is high. All of our fans are super happy. I forgot to look. We lost -3 happiness for trading away Ramo Helminen, but we gained +4 for acquiring Brendan Shanahan. But we lost 3 for trading away Brent Ashton. I don't think that's a bad thing. All right, so taking a look here then. Have the NHL Stats Run here. So Brett Hull leads the league with 68 goals. Dale Hawerchuk had 51, tying for 5th on the list. Gretzky had 109 assists, beating Adam Oates by 24 for 2nd. Gretzky had 148 points, followed by Hull and Oates. Dun, 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 dun. Brett Hull had 408 shots. We had nobody in shots.
Andrei Khomatov, a pretty good first season in the NHL. The Kings. Oh, that's why.
All right, we had most shorthanded goals, Pat Flatley. And Ogrodnik and Steen were actually in the top 10 as well. Power play goals went to Hull, but Dale Hawerchuk had 25. I'm actually shocked Guy Lafleur wasn't in there. Penalty minutes, Bob Probert, not really a surprise. Taking a look at the goalie leaders. Grant Fuhr had 28 wins on the season, so that put him in the top 6. We had nobody in the loss category. Oh, wait, Grant Fuhr was there at number 11 in losses, 22 losses. Nothing really too noticeable there. All right, so let's advance another day and find out who we're playing in the playoffs. Or if we got any nominations, I guess, first. Hart Trophy nominations, not us. Brett Hull, Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Vezina, Belfer, Tim Cheveldae, and Patrick Roy, Norris, McInnes, Larry Murphy, and Ray Bourque. Calder. There we go. Timo Solani and Valerie Kaminsky of the Winnipeg Jets, along with Sergei Fedorov. Fedorov only had 33 points in 80 games, so Solani's got a good shot at this. GM of the year somehow is not us, which is dumb. Selke is Curry, Modano, and Francis. Lady Bing includes Guy Lafleur with Adam Oates and Andrei Khomatov. The Mark Messier Award, Kevin Lowe, Mark Messier himself, and Ron Francis. Ted Lindsay Award is, again, Hull, Lemieux, and Gretzky. And we can't even get a nomination for the Jack Adams as well. Boo. Boo. That's the only thing I can say. Very disappointed. And Gusterov got injured. What are you doing, man? It's practice.
Better practice.
Back soreness.
So
1 to 2
Marchment
weeks.
does get back in.
Come on, guys. All right, so we are in fact playing Calgary as Jeff predicted. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to standings.
May want to call somebody up from the minors just so you got them there with them. Don't get the fatigue penalty if you
Okay, so we
need
have
to replace them.
Hartford versus Boston, Montreal versus Buffalo, New Jersey versus Washington, Islanders versus Pittsburgh, St. Louis versus Detroit, Chicago versus Minnesota, Edmonton versus LA, and Calgary versus Winnipeg. So if we win, we have to play LA likely.
Unless Messier upsets Gretzky.
Crazier things have happened. Oh, I missed some stuff in the chat. Sharpie58 says Dylan's hit on Bluger, dirty or not? And he's referring to the Jets game versus Pittsburgh.
Not as dirty as Dell on Batherson.
Yeah, that Dell on Batherson hit was horrible. It wasn't a bad hit, I will say, Sharpie. It wasn't a good hit, but it wasn't a bad hit. It was a big guy running into a smaller guy. And it was unfortunate that his face got caught on the boards. Probably should have maybe been a penalty in the game, but it wasn't worth a suspension. All right, here. There's not much we can do differently. We're kind of just going to run through this and see what happens. We'll start Fuhrer in net, sim it out, and we lose 5-3 in the first game.
Good. Did you change your lines? Have you still got Barnes in?
He's on the wing right now.
Spot?
Yeah. We can take a look at that right now if you want.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want him really that. Move up Kamensky instead, maybe?
Well, we just got Marchment hurt, so I should have called up somebody, apparently. So Sergei Zubov is coming back because Marchment's out now. Grodnick's still day-to-day. So I guess... 4 points. Okay, we'll bring Zagar back up as well. And, all right. Okay, move Kennyworth up to the second line for right now. Whiplash. How do you get whiplash? I mean, I know how you get whiplash. Just disappointing. Game versus Calgary again, game 2. If we don't turn this around here really quick, this series is going to be over. 3-2 victory. Let the top guys go. Solani picks up a goal, and so does Howardchuk. And Lafleur scores.
Chat question: what's the difference between a sniper and a perimeter shooter? Perimeter shooter is going to shoot mostly from the outside. He'll shoot from farther out and won't try to drive to the net. And the sniper will try from pretty much anywhere.
And beefing up. Okay, there we go. Shanahan, 2 assists. Howardchuk grabs another goal. Cunnyworth scores 1. Stu Barnes gets an assist. We take a 3-0 lead in the first period and hold on for dear life. And Teppo Newman got injured. Seriously?
Half your D gone.
Oh, he's done for 2 to 3 months? Are you kidding me?
I'm not even sure who the next defenseman on the depth chart is.
Oh, boy. Jason York.
Ouch.
Should I look at signing somebody? Oh, man. That's bad.
You got the rights to Brad Berry. That's maybe a slight improvement over York. Not a huge one.
Brad Berry.
Unless you want to bring back Tim Waters again. Or did you
I tell you,
His are
I
gone,
got a
actually.
hockey
Yeah.
card of his, not that, or in one of my random packs.
Uh,
This is him with LA. I don't even see Bradbury on my depth chart. That tells you.
did you trade his rights, maybe?
Maybe.
Might have. I was looking at the others. No, I think you're going to have to go with York.
Yeah, there's literally nobody. Yeah, literally nobody better on free agent unless I sign like Tim Waters.
Might as well go with York.
Yep, 3 months. Oh, jeez. Dave Elliott still 2 to 3 months away. Pain. I guess the good news is Gusera for Marchment should be back in not too long. But all right, game versus LA. We're not going to do anything else other than sim it. And whoa, boy,
It's Calgary, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, that D isn't holding up so good.
We got crushed. It was 5-0 after the first 7-0 before we finally get on the board. Oh man, Jason York, Sergei Zubov actually was terrible. Jason York wasn't that bad. 64 defensive game rating. Zubov with a 37 defensive game rating. Ooh. Oh, crap. Okay, well, that'd be part. I forgot to change York's tactics, too. Sitting as a screener is probably not great for him, even though he did play not bad. Put him as a two-way defenseman. Or should I put him as more shutdown defenseman? Stay-at-home defenseman? Crease-clearing defenseman? He's kind of 9 in all of them, so.
No, two-way is the best one, I think.
Oh, man. Apparently Peter Stastny is now safe to dress. But we're not going to. Okay, so this is. Winner goes on. Actually, oh, look at that. Edmonton's taken LA to the 5th game.
Yep.
So our
It's
playoff
best of 7, by the way.
Could die right here. Is it?
No, it's best of 7, not best of 5.
I thought it was best of 5 in this. We lose 6-3.
Now you're in trouble.
Stu Barnes scores
Cara was 5 points.
And yeah, our defense is just can't sustain all these injuries. Ogrodnik is ready to play. So I guess that means Stu Barnes is out. But that's not going to be enough with our defense. Oh, man.
Maybe adjusted time on the defense to keep that last pair off the ice.
Just 26, 24, 10 minutes. Let's see what old man.
Overquote question in chat. Yeah, you can use a forward as a defenseman, but it won't work out well.
7-4 loss.
And that's the season. Yeah, you guys, once you've had that many injuries, it just
our defense just got taken out.
fell apart.
we couldn't do anything versus that's a good Calgary team still. Like you look at that
Yeah, I
team.
mean, I was still 2-time defending champions, and there's a lot of scoring there.
Crimmon, Rick Natras, Keith Primo, Gary Roberts, Doug Gilmore, Neuendijk, Robert Reichel, Theo Fleury, Makarov.
Oh, they even got Keith Primo.
Yeah. Just can't do a thing.
Okay, well, might as well just play this out. We can show them the new thing that will come up at the end.
Boston and Montreal in the final? No. That makes more sense. Serious. Calgary beats down LA 4 straight. Wow.
Yeah, Edmonton took a lot out of LA, I guess. The Wings into the semis. Ewag.
Solani continues to improve. Sergei Zubov improved. Carlisle down. Lafleur down. Grodnik down. Peter Stastny. Anton Stastny down.
Yeah, it's all the older guys this time at least. Mostly. You can take some points off of happiness if you want to save a bit of money.
I am. I'm putting it down to 0. And just, keep scouting nice and high. Hall of Fame selection here. Ted Lindsay.
Yeah.
Actually got a hockey card for him. Too.
You did?
Yes, not an old one.
Oh, like a reprinters.
Players of the Game or something like that was the name of it. Wait. Did I just see what I thought I just saw? Hold on. Okay, no, I did see that wrong. Yeah, so Detroit.
Yeah, no, that was not Calgary. Detroit beating Calgary.
And Calgary is up 1-0 on Pittsburgh, which is, given the teams, that's probably the 2 teams that should be in the final. So basically, we got to find some defensemen. Calgary goes 3-peat back-to-back winning. And here is the screen.
And Jeff the new screen, yep. Wow. So we've added that in the new update. Just because people were saying that it made sense that there isn't as much of a big deal made out of winning the end of the season championship being won. So this will come up with the league you're playing in, or if you're not playing in any league, if you're unemployed, it'll come up for the NHL.
Yeah. Wow. We got just absolutely beat down there. That's disappointing. So this will be in the new update, which is not out yet and won't be out for a little while. But
so it'll be 2-3 weeks probably.
Well, that's a disappointing way to end the year. But at least we lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champion and we took them
again.
And our defense just got too many injuries. So we'll look at beefing up our defense again, because I think our forward group's pretty good. So that'll be the focus of our next draft. I will sim this game up to free agency, the draft, when we come back to it in 2 weeks. Next week, we will be back with Jeff's Vancouver Canucks current game, which we are, Jeff? Starting next season? I don't even know anymore.
What did I do? Yeah, I think we're up.
We did the draft and free agency, right? Yeah.
Did the draft. Now I ran us up offline. Took us up to the start of the regular season, I think.
Yeah. So we will be working on that. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, as well as twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can reach out to us to ask any questions, or in case, some things happen, like maybe tomorrow. You never know if you're watching this live on Twitch, which is on Facebook. We're facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're @FranchiseHockey. You can also find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. You can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team, Out of the Park Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
I think we covered pretty much everything there.
Yeah. So with that, we will be back again next week with Vancouver. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back with this Winnipeg team to see if we can keep the momentum going and see if we can take down the Kings, and I guess now the Calgary Flames as well. So thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
And we will see you all again next week.